Hey guys, Branch Brown here, physical therapist, CrossFit coach, and wellness coach with Get Your Fix Physical Therapy and Get Your Fix Nutrition. Wanted to hop on here today and talk about avoiding sugars, why it's important to avoid sugars, kind of the deceiving labels that you can get when it comes to sugars, and as well as the artificial sugars and sweeteners. So first off, why we need to avoid sugars, or kind of what those sugars do to our system. Hey Janelle. So, as far as sugars, it's a type of carb, yes. It's a type of, some of them are natural, some of them aren't. It just kind of depends on what it is. But does our body really need them in our system? Essentially, for the pure like cane sugars, added sugar stuff, no, our body doesn't need it. Eating fruit, eating vegetables, you're going to get some natural carbs in there just because that's what is in there, which is a natural type of sugar. But what I'm talking about are the added sugars. So just natural, like baked goods, sweets, that sort of thing, first and foremost. But also things that you can buy at the store, processed type foods that have added sugars that you really don't need it. Hey, Scott. So a lot of processed foods have sugars in them. The really crazy thing is you'll find added sugars in some different like salsas, spaghetti sauce, things like that, which it really doesn't need that sugar in it. They just kind of add it in for who knows why. So looking at labels, steering clear of those products that have added sugars when it really doesn't need to be in there is number one key. Secondly, I know I talked last time about milk alternatives, dairy alternatives. So you can find, as far as like hemp milk, coconut milk, soy milk, almond milk, any of those alternatives, you can find sweetened and unsweetened varieties. For those, you want to steer towards those unsweetened varieties. There's really no reason to have that added sugar. Plus, if you're mixing it with other, if you're trying to cook with it, that sort of thing, those sugars just kind of get in the way, aren't necessary. Change the flavor quite a bit. So, steer clear of the added sugars on those. The other thing to be aware of is the artificial sweeteners, or the that are added to things. Actually, let me backtrack a second. So, along with added sweeteners, a lot of things you'll find processed food-wise, drink-wise, is things such as corn syrup, like added corn syrup, evaporated cane juice, a lot of different things out there, a lot of different types of added that are added sugar. So you really need to be paying attention to labels, look at labels, and that sort of thing. Then it comes to artificial sweeteners. Labels, packaging can be very deceiving for this purpose. A lot of packaging will say like 0 calorie, sugar free, whatever you want to call it, whatever marketing ploy they use. The thing is, a lot of these items, unless it totally says like unsweetened, so there's nothing in it, a lot of the things that are sweetened that say sugar free, 0 calorie, are sweetened artificially. So the majority of them are going to be sucralose. Some is aspartame, although you don't see that as frequently anymore unless it's like diet soda has it a lot. And the other one is stevia. Stevia is pretty much the only one that's an okay one because it is from more of a natural form. So going for the stevia direction is 0 calorie, but that's going to be your the only one that I will consume. The only one that's really safe. Sucralose you want to stay away from. The studies are really mixed out there. The people you talk to, it's definitely, back and forth. But overall, from what I can find, is it can cause, and what I know people who respond negatively to sucralose and aspartame, headaches, bloating, migraines, joint pain, achiness, bloating, like all sorts of crazy stuff that it can cause in the body. So, just not a great thing to have. Just not. It's a really good thing to stay away from. I've talked to my naturopath about it as well, and a lot of links to cancers and some other things. Not that other things aren't linked to cancer as well, because everything is, right? Anyway, so as much as you can, avoid those artificial sugars, those sweeteners, avoid any processed sugars, added sugars, that sort of thing, because it's really not necessary in the majority of food items that you're going to buy. If you want to grab it, I do have like a healthy food brands guide. It's a lot of different foods that don't have any of these processed things in it, or artificial sweeteners, don't have the added sugars in them. So I will, in the comment section, I will put a link to that. It's just a free guide that I have. So I'll put a link to that in the comment section in case any of you want to access that. And if you have any other questions on any of this, the added sugars topic, definitely post those in the comment section. I'll be happy to answer those questions for you. Otherwise, just give me your feedback. Let me know what your thoughts on this. I'd love to hear any feedback that you have. So if you are interested, feel free to hop into my Healthy Eating Habits community. I go live just in there every Sunday and just throw up some different tips and a lot of other people commenting on things as well. So hope you're having a wonderful day. Join me in my group, grab my free guide, and I will talk to you guys again later. Have a good one, guys. Bye.